flight board, I just threw that in the water, got out and started cruising and felt free as a bird. I'm Harley Clifford, I'm 31 years old and I am from Newcastle, Australia originally. That's my stomping grounds, that's where I grew up. Growing up, I loved the water, and what I loved about it most is that it was very family orientated for us. We would go out in the boat all the time, my mom, my dad, my two brothers. So many amazing memories from being a kid. My father, he water skied a lot. We had a boat when we were really young, and we would go out and ski quite often, but then one weekend we got some wakeboards, and then the rest is history, really. By the time I was like 6 or 7, I was already doing flips and spins and kind of had a name in the wakeboarding world already, being regarded as the youngest person to kind of do that sort of stuff. First went to America when I was about 9 years old to compete in the Junior World Championships, and then it kind of was a snowball effect from there and just kept going back to the States, kept competing, and eventually by the time I was about 13 years old, I stepped up and did my first ever pro event here in Australia, and I whooped the old guys' asses. So yeah, from a very early age I was very much professional wakeboarder. And
first time in the pro division, make some noise for him. Get up here, Harley Clifford!
7, 8 years ago, just in the early phases of e-foiling and flightboarding, I was at an event over in the States, and a rep bought a e-foil along. Yeah, we all got to get out and ride the thing. The feeling of my first flightboarding session was kind of really cool and really freeing. You know, I'm so used to going wakeboarding and being in the boat, and to go out in the boat, you know, you need an observer, you need a driver, you need a lot of equipment. Where the flight board, I just threw that in the water, got out and started cruising and felt free as a bird. It was really cool. It's changed a lot over the past couple of years. You know, I got 2 kids now, so usually the first 2 hours of my day I wake up, get the kids ready, eat some food with them, enjoy some time, get them to daycare, and then it's on to the activities. So either go flightboarding, foiling in the ocean, or do some wakeboarding out behind the boat. They're usually the 3 that I bounce between, and just kind of depends on what mood I'm in. And then for the afternoon, pick up the kids, and then back onto the duties, dinner with the wife, and then yeah, on to the next day. Well, I kind of already do that. I've lived basically half my life for the past 15 years, 6 months in America and then 6 months in Australia. So, I mean, at the moment, I'm just gonna say with what I'm doing, I like what I'm doing. I get the best of both worlds. I get the summer in Australia and then some in the summer in the States. So we'll keep it the way it is. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's just sweets. I'm such a sucker for ice cream, chocolate, you know, all things naughty that are not good for my body. But yeah, I try and stay away from them. Like a young Johnny Depp, not Johnny Depp nowadays, but like when he was younger and had his shit a little bit more together. I mean, that's a pretty hard choice, but I think I have 3 answers here. It would be Bear Grylls, Chuck Norris, or Joe Dirt. Tremendously, you know, like there's so many days that I wake up and the conditions are bad for wakeboarding, or it's bad to get out in the ocean. I live on the canals in the Gold Coast, and I can just throw my e-foil or my flight board in the water and go enjoy myself and have an expression session kind of whenever I want. You know, it's so convenient and easy to get out there, and that's what I love most about it. If I was to describe flightboarding in 3 words, I would describe it as absolutely fucking awesome. Life advice that I would give to my younger self is don't be scared to give things a go. If you're making money at a younger age, make sure you're doing the right thing with it and investing it and not spending it on stupid stuff. And just have fun. You know, everything always seems to work itself out. So yeah, don't get too caught up in the bad moments, and roll with the punches, and it'll all be sunshine on the other side. I'm gonna say my perfect flightboarding day would have to be right here at the jumping pin, where we've kind of got everything at our disposal. You know, we've got Beautiful lake behind us right here. We can get some flat water foiling in. The mouth that goes out to the ocean is about 200 meters that way. Go out and get some awesome long unassisted waves on the flightboard. And yeah, I would love nothing more than to be here, having an awesome day with my family, couple flightboards, having a good time.